This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Peninsula Regional Medical Center.
About 1 in 8 U.S. women will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. But it is a disease that not only impacts women, men are at risk too. And while you've probably heard it before, screenings are essential to prevention and early intervention. Joining us today to tell us more about a free screening event is PRMC breast surgeon Dr. David Walker. Dr. Walker, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it seems simple enough, but sometimes it's the fear of the unknown that keeps us from getting these screenings. So what can we expect if we go for a screening?
Well, if you go for a screening, at least at this event, it's going to be an opportunity to learn how to do breast self-examination and get a free clinical breast exam. The third element of the screening is typically mammography starting at age 40 for most women. And then it's an annual mammogram after age 40. So we're not offering mammograms, but we will be able to schedule appointments for mammography and give women an opportunity to get that done as well at a subsequent
So
date.
it's kind of like a first step into it.
Now,
it seems like we've made great strides in breast cancer. What do you think is the key into detecting breast cancer? Is it the mammography?
Well, it's really all three elements, and I don't think I'd want to leave out any particular part. The American Cancer Society has been the basis, their recommendations have been the basis for what many of us espouse as being the primary detection. And so it again involves breast self-examination, usually starting around the age of 20 and at least by the age of 20. Clinical breast exams, which many recommend getting at least every 3 years starting at age 20, annually after 40. But I really believe that at age 20, good habits are learned, and if you fall into doing it on a regular basis, a monthly breast self-examination is important, and then the clinical breast exam once a year with whenever you get your annual checkups, and then again mammography starting at 40.
Now, with a lot of cancers and a lot of diseases, there are risk factors involved. Are there people who are more prone to breast cancer because of, say, race?
There can be an increased risk of breast cancer in Caucasian women, but all women are at risk. And unfortunately, the African American community, women that are African American descent have an increased risk of developing breast cancer at an early age, and it tends to be more aggressive when they do get it at an early age. So, you know, that's a population that is still at risk. So my answer is if you have breasts, you need to have them checked.
Right, right. Now, 15% of women who are diagnosed with breast cancer either had a sister, a mother, a grandmother, or somebody who had it. That leaves about 85% with no family history, right?
That is true, but again, family history is only one element. Obviously, in any family, there's going to be a first person that develops breast cancer. When you look across the board, as you already said, 1 in 8 women in this country are going to develop breast cancer in their lifetime. If you walk into the mall, if you walk to a grocery store, if you see 24 women, 3 of them are going to get breast cancer in their lifetime.
And somebody has to start it in the family. Now, a lot of women may think they can't afford the screenings, but PRMC is holding an event that's free.
It's a free clinical breast exam. They, again, will have an opportunity to get a breast self-examination taught to them at the same setting. And so it's being held May 9th. And a week later, oh, we've got it, okay. May 9th to May 16th, it'll be from 3 to 6 o'clock. It's at the Breast Center at PRMC. We are asking people to call ahead and schedule an appointment, and I think the number is on the screen, so they can go call ahead.
All right, thank you, Dr. Walker. Good information, and happy to hear that we can get those free exams through PRMC. And if you would like more information on the free screening at PRMC, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
A lot of great information, Lisa. Thank you very much. Still to come, could you be today's winner in our $5,000 giveaway? It's easy. We're going to tell you how you can claim a chunk of that big prize. Plus, we just touched on breast cancer. Life after a diagnosis can be scary, but there's plenty of support from those who have fought the battle and won. Bras for a Cause is one way they do it. They're colorful, they're creative, some are just downright outrageous. How you can pick your favorite and help women supporting women at the same time. But first, we learned about the free breast screenings. When it comes to getting your results, Dr. Oz tells us why you need to be on it.
When it comes to lab results, too many people wait for the doctor to call them, or they assume new news is good news, but that's a mistake. In a bustling doctor's office, records can sit for a day or two, Or if your lab sends you a postcard with the result, it can get lost. So ask when results will likely be in and check in on that day. This serves as an extra reminder for medical staff to call the lab if things are running behind. Be a badger, not a mouse.